Okay, I'm very excited. It's been forever, so I'm really excited to do this video because one, I want to give an update. You guys know how I like to do updates. I hate talking about what I'm going to do. I like talking about what I already have done and then what I want to do based on that because things change. What I do changes. I'm also excited because I gave blood today and gave a big old bag of O negative blood. Get out there and give blood if you haven't given blood. If you don't like giving blood, think about it this way. It's the only way to get microplastics and forever chemicals out. So, little plus. But I gave blood, and so now I'm treating myself to beer. That's good. Oh, that is good stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long time. But last time I did a video, it was before May Day. So now I can talk about May Day and what that was all about. First, though, I will give it's time that I talk about probably. It is appropriate now that I can talk about my bigger strategy for what I'm trying to do, which is to make Kansas City a hostile place for billionaires. This has been something that I've been thinking about ever since they announced that the World Cup would take place in Kansas City, which I think was last year or maybe the year before. The World Cup will be in Kansas City, at least 6 of the games in 2026, almost exactly a year from now. It'll be taking place in May and June of 2026. And I have been thinking about how I can, with my knowledge of memes, my secret knowledge of having my ideas spread everywhere, my goal is for Kansas City to become a place that is known to be hostile to billionaires, especially when the World Cup actually gets going and this place gets a lot of outsized attention. It's not a very big city. So it's kind of strange for us to be hosting the World Cup because of our relatively small size or comparatively small size. So we'll be getting a little bit of extra attention. That means that rich fucking billionaires will be trying to get into this city so they can experience it because they're so special. And I want this city to all be on board that billionaires fucking suck and they can suck our nuts and don't come to Kansas City because we don't want you here and we will make life bad for you. So just stay out. Just stay out of Kansas City. The question is how to make that idea catch on in Kansas City. I am from here. I live in a neighborhood that is particularly well suited for this sort of activism. I live in the River Market, which is a very popular, not just a tourist destination, it's a historical landmark in the city. It's really where the city started as like a hub for supplies coming off of the Missouri River and blah, 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 blah. These days, it's really known for the farmer's market that is here. It's a very small neighborhood, and the farmer's market itself is a very tight space. The space is kind of locked into the size that it was 100, 150 years ago when this was a much smaller city. And so people cram into the farmer's market the place gets packed, especially in the summer, and especially on Saturday and Sundays, and especially in the mornings and at noon. So it's very predictable to be able to get a crowd, to know there is going to be a crowd in the River Market in Kansas City every weekend, every summer. So this is what I've been planning for. May Day was just kind of like I wanted to do something for May Day and test the waters of like what's it going to be like if I wanted to start putting some stuff out in the River Market on the weekends. So that's what I did. May Day hit, and well, let me back up. So the question is, how do you spread an idea in a public place like the River Market? There are always religious people handing out pamphlets and stuff. I think that's lame as hell. Being an artist, of course, I'm going to make something. I'm going to make some kind of art. So I did. So I made a giant painting of Luigi. Or is it Mario? Is it Mario or Luigi? I kind of made it ambiguous on purpose. I was thinking I might put an LM on his hat. The idea was that originally I was going to make this painting and get it started here in my home and take it out and work on it in public on the weekends and just see what kind of response it got, because I want to sort of first establish that I am allowed to paint in the River Market. Now I've done that, because on May Day I did go out and paint in the River Market. I was expecting a big protest, a May Day protest to be there, but the organizers of that protest decided to move it last minute. Long stupid story, but unrelated to me. They moved it the day before. So they marched into the River Market, and there was a country music event happening, which is why they moved it. Anyway, it was a good learning experience, actually being there, painting in public, doing some art out in the city. But it occurred to me, it's very limited because, first of all, the subject, I went really subtle with Luigi. Well, you could that's debatable if it's subtle, but I think it's subtle. I wanted to start with something not too heavy-handed because just to test the waters. It's a really good practice, a good rule of thumb to start small and start with what you understand so that you can eliminate variables. If I wanted to jump in with something crazy, I could have gotten myself kicked out of being able to ever do paintings in the River Market again, which would be bad, because I want to establish that I can paint in the River Market. Anyone can. And so if they ever do kick me out, I want them to point out why they're kicking me out and not say, well, you just can't paint here. Because no, I've established now I can paint there. I did it, and I'm going to do it again. And I'm just going to make it a little bit more intense this time. So that's where we are now. The Luigi painting is what it is. I don't think I'm going to continue taking it out. My original plan was to take it out and just like slowly keep working on it every weekend. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. I learned what I learned. Maybe I'll take it out there and do that sometime, but I'm switching focus now. Now I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do, which is I ordered some wooden boards because canvas is actually really fragile. So I ordered some wooden boards, not too expensive and perfect to spray paint on and then paint on and then give away. So here's my plan. There's a crowd in the River Market every single weekend. I'm going to put radical slogans, something like imprison billionaires or, something along those lines. Something that conveys a hostile energy to billionaires that says that Kansas City does not want billionaires here. I'll spray paint the background. This is my plan at first. To spray paint the background, I just got like a primer, white, like plus primer spray paint can. So I'm going to coat the board in that. Then I got a little projector. I'm going to project the words onto the board, take a pencil, outline those words, and then take the whiteboard with the primer and some acrylic paint out into the River Market on a busy day and fill it in. The idea is not just to get attention from people, it's to say something bold in public, and then if somebody really likes it, they can have it. So this way, every single weekend, I'm able to give away a sign to somebody that will display it in some way. So as long as they're like, if say I made something that said, let's imprison all billionaires, somebody really likes it, I'll say, do you have somewhere that you could display this? If the answer is yes, then I'll say, you can have it. Do you want this? Will you display it? If the answer is yes, they can take it. If I do this every single weekend, then I'll end up with dozens of radical signs that are everywhere. And this is really just how memes work. This is it. Like, this is just marketing 101. This gives me a year to try to foster a, not just a sense among people in Kansas City that we hate billionaires, and because everybody hates billionaires. I mean, like, who likes billionaires except billionaires and their little bootlickers? Most people hate billionaires. Most people recognize that billionaires are parasites. It's not just to get us all on the same page. It's to create a reputation. And this is going to be a dilemma. If Kansas City has the reputation of being a place that's hostile to billionaires, that puts Billionaires in a really bad position because either one, they stay away from Kansas City, which is sort of a deference to, okay, well, we're scared of you, but they can't allow for the narrative that they're scared of regular people. So if they do come here, they're going to be asking for trouble from everybody here. So when you're wanting to attack somebody, you don't just want to hurt them. You want to put them in a position where they have no good choice and make them choose between two options that are bad. If Kansas City is able to foster, well, if the River Market, this neighborhood specifically, if I'm able to foster that sort of attitude, it would be exported into pretty much every other neighborhood here. West Bottoms, Crossroads, Strawberry Hill, Columbus Park. This is my neighborhood. I first moved here 18 years ago. I know it pretty well. It's changed a lot. It's become really popular. Kansas City has become really popular. It's a huge sports city. So this is my best plan. If the River Market can become a hotbed, a place that is known for its hostility towards billionaires, then we can export that to every other neighborhood. Before you know it, Kansas City itself has that reputation, and we're all on the same page that, yeah, we fucking hate billionaires. I want billionaires to suffer. I want to make no qualms about it. Like, let's be upfront. Their lives are too good, and I want their lives to be worse. Way worse. And if they come to Kansas City, I and other people that think like me will do whatever we can to make their lives worse. So, next move is up to you, billionaires. Do you come here or do you not? Either way is going to be bad for you. It's either going to be, it's dangerous no matter what they choose to do, which is exactly the position that we're trying to put them in. We don't want them here, so stay out. That's the idea. So, the trouble that's been not just waiting on the supplies to arrive, the trouble lately has been kind of a blessing and a curse, is that it's just been too rainy and wet here in Kansas City. It's beautiful and lush and green, and it's been too rainy and too cool and cloudy to take the paint outside, but hopefully I can do it tomorrow, which is Friday, so that Saturday I can actually have the stencil done and take it out and have another update for you guys. Actually make my first sign, see if I can give it away. And if I can't, that's fine. I'll just keep pumping out signs. I'll build up a big bank, and somebody will want them. This is the way free things work. Somebody will take a free thing if they like it and agree with it. That's you don't have to be a genius marketer to know that that's how it works. And hopefully that's how it works. And sorry it took so long for me to update you guys. I hate when people are like, this is my plan. And I like giving updates when it's like, this is my plan and I already started and here's my new plan. I like giving you the old plan that I already did and then giving you the new plan. And the next time you'll hear from me probably will be, okay, I've done it and now here's what I've learned and here's what I'm going to change and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I thought this was going to be a lot longer of a video, but, short and sweet. I'll see you guys next time.